Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tarot and the Star. I am your host, Melody. Today, we're going to be discussing, we're going to be doing a reading on Marilyn Monroe. Now, there's a lot of controversy with this. This is on the Unexplained episodes because there's a lot of controversy with this. Whether she committed suicide or she didn't commit suicide, whether somebody murdered her, there was a couple of individuals that were supposedly there. You had the house cleaner that was cleaning her linens, and it was kind of suspicious. So Marilyn Monroe, as you know, was a Hollywood actress, and she was born June 1st, 1926 in Los Angeles, California. She died August 4th, 1962 in Brentwood, Los Angeles. And she was really known in the 50s and the 60s. She made movies like Some Like It Hot, and there was another movie that I vaguely remember where she, it's called, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Okay. Vaguely remember seeing that movie. My mom put it on for me, and I watched part of that movie with her. Anyhow, so Marilyn Monroe died in 1962. She supposedly had relationships with the Kennedys, President John F. Kennedy and his brother Bobby Kennedy. Now, I don't know how realistic that is. It sounds like it could be. So let's get to the bottom of this. What we're going to do is we're going to see what happened the night that Marilyn Monroe passed away and see if we can get any clues as to whether she committed suicide or she was murdered or she died by accident. Let's find out. Okay. Spirit guides, we want to find out about the actress by the name of Marilyn Monroe. She died on August 4th, 1962 in Los Angeles. And we want to know what happened the night that Marilyn Monroe passed. Did she commit suicide? Was she murdered? Or was this an accidental drug overdose? See what we get. Move these cards up to make more room. Okay, let's see here. So she felt that she was trapped in Hollywood bondage. It's kind of like she felt she was a victim by very many people. People were just coming around to be intimate with her. She felt very trapped in her life. She felt that nobody really cared about her. She felt like a slave to Hollywood and to high influential people. She was a sex symbol, and she couldn't get out of doing that. She couldn't get out of being that. And she was overindulging. She was doing drugs, and she was drinking a lot. She was very depressed. She feels like she is a slave to Hollywood and to the men that are in her life. What she shows here is what she wanted was like a Two of Cups. She wanted like a union. So she starts off by making some calls and feeling depressed. She's drinking a little. She's taking some pills. She's crying. Somebody comes over. And it's somebody that she is pleasantly surprised seeing. She is pleasantly surprised that this person has came over. To her, it's like a relationship with somebody. It's a union. It's a happiness to see this person, and it's like a relationship for her. And she has a very liking for this person, very liking for them. She feels that it's beautiful and it's blissful in her mind. So she is, I guess you could say, being intimate with this person. She's enjoying herself with this person. She's enjoying their time. This person has a different motive. They're coming over to tell her to be quiet, to stop talking so much. They're showing a nice side of them. They're showing like a smiling face, like, oh, I love you, Marilyn, and you know I love you, but I just need to tell you to stop talking about blah, 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 or stop saying this blah, 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 or don't tell people that you know me or see me or something like that. He's saying this after they had intimate relationship with each other. And she's taken back by that. And she says some words to him. I'm going to say whoever I want. I'm going to tell whoever I want to tell. And, you know, they're going to know the truth about you, that kind of thing. You know, you're not trying to be serious with me. You're just like all of the rest. Something like that on those lines. He reaches to try to grab her. He's reaching to try to grab her. Then he's retaining her. He's holding her by the back of her hands, her arms. He's holding her down. And he's telling the housekeeper to get these guys in there. And these guys come over. And one of them is her therapist, doctor, something like that. And he's making some kind of bet with the guy, kind of like, I'm gonna give you some money if you help me take care of this, or something like that. I'll make sure that you're okay, or something. The guy, they end up, from what I'm seeing here, is they sacrifice her. They sacrifice her because the way the sacrifice is, it's not like some kind of devil sacrifice. Okay, this is a sacrifice like, we need to get rid of her because she knows too much. She knows too much political stuff. She knows too many things. She's gonna ruin us because we've all had sexual relations with her. She talks too much and she's gonna ruin us. We need to get rid of her. So they're all in cahoots to get rid of her. She starts fighting with them. She starts trying to push back. She is overtaken. There's like 3 of them. She's overtaken. And she's struggling. She's struggling. She's being courageous and she's trying to handle things like righteousness and do what's right. Don't do this to me. That kind of thing. And she's trying to be courageous in this whole situation. She's trying to be strong. They're fiercely, it looks as though like they're injecting her with something. They're fiercely doing something to her. Injecting her. They grab something from her house that's incriminating. So they injected her to get rid of her. And then they grab something from her house that's incriminating. It's going to incriminate them. It's like a diary or journal or something. She died. She's dead. She died from that. Okay. What other messages can you give me here, spirit guides, on Marilyn Monroe? What other messages? What other messages? Okay. So these are the three that they, it's all the messages right here. Okay. Fallen angel. Was it even real, the paradise I fell from, or are they just a nightmare, the realms I now roam? She is the fallen angel. I want to say Norma Jean, I don't know why. Marilyn Monroe, which is formerly known as Norma Jean Baker. She was an angel. She was an angelic person. She was an innocent in this. An innocent. She didn't have any malicious intent in her. She didn't have hatred towards others. She wanted just to feel loved, and she wanted to be loved by the people closest to her. And they always abandoned her, but more than anything, she felt like she was enslaved by them. She hated that feeling. She was an innocent person, very kind-hearted, very giving. Demon, the temptation of living, the fear of regret, dancing among the ashes from the flames of hell. She had regret in the end of her life. Regret that she didn't live a different lifestyle. Her temptation was Hollywood, because she felt in Hollywood, and all the lights and the glam, she felt needed. She felt wanted. She felt whole when she was in the spotlight. That's why she wanted to be a good actress. That's why she wanted to keep on acting, because she felt good when she was in the spotlight. It made her feel whole. But she also felt that she was part of a process with the devil. She felt that she was doing bidding for, like, the devil. She felt as though she was a servant doing devilish acts. She felt as though people were having her enslaved, and she felt as though she felt as though in her own internal self that she was doing something bad or wicked. Then you have Boogeyman. As life unfolds and shadow overpowers light, will my innocence be left untouched? When she was transcending, she went into a dark place. She went into a dark place. And she was, like, her spirit went through the cleansing, because she had been hurt throughout her whole entire life since she was, I think, the age of 3 or 4 is what I'm getting, right? 3 or 4. So she felt as though, you know, she was in complete darkness, and she was scared, a little bit scared, but God gave her the strength. It's like She eventually saw the light because the angels basked her. They basked her in the light. They took her and they embraced her and they cleansed her of all of the things, the horrible things that she had went through. So what else? What other messages do we have on Marilyn Monroe here? Spirit guides, let us know. What other messages do we have on Marilyn Monroe? I do believe that these people that did this, one was a doctor, and one was a political figure. I don't know if it was Bobby Kennedy. I don't know. I pick up like a political figure, and I pick up a doctor. And there was a third person there that knew her, that helped those two. He wasn't necessarily with it. But he was afraid for his own life and for his own star power. He was afraid that, you know, it's going to be a scandal, right, on him. Okay. 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 Let's see, is there any other messages that you want to say here? Any other messages, Marilyn Monroe? Okay. All right. So here is what this communication is saying here. She's a ghost, and she also she haunts her old areas, she says here. She's gone out, it's like the people that did her wrong received their just in their lives. They got that karmic back to them. She's free. She's in freedom now. She's free in a free place, in a beautiful place, and she's enjoying it and loving it. She goes to a sacred space. I don't know exactly what that is. She could be going to a place that she enjoyed a lot. I'm getting like a hotel room, a hotel, like a glitz and glam place. Okay. She says that it was trickery because the guy that came over, that was a political person, acted as though they were going to be together in a relationship, and then he sprung on her after he was intimate with her. I want you to stop talking about me, stop, pretend you don't know me, yada yada. He's saying all this stuff, like trying to brush her off afterwards, right? And she got angry. And she told him, I'm not going to stop, and I'm going to tell everybody, and you're going to be ruined. And that's what stirred this whole thing up, okay? She said there was a lot of grief of her death. There's a lot of people that grieved her, of course, around the world, as she's showing here, right? Okay, and then she says that she still likes to communicate. She still likes to communicate to people, like she communicates in a different way now. It's kind of like she might move something, like with the people that she knows she's communicating with, like friends of hers. She'll move something, or and family too, I'm seeing. And she'll it'll be like a wind, a gust of wind hits them, or she moves something in the room, or a light goes out, like that kind of thing. She's trying to communicate and let them know that she's doing well. She's very happy. She's free, She gets to come back when she wants to visit her old places. She's saying that guy later on down the road is going to be exposed for what he had done. Now, a lot of these people are long gone, okay? From her reading, I'm thinking all of those people that are in this, that are in cahoots with the situation, I think they're all gone. But she's saying it's going to be exposed. People are going to find out who did this crime to her, and they're going to find out it was not an accidental. It was not an accidental death. She did not commit suicide. That she was sacrificed by these people. They'd done away with her because they were saying that she's talking too much. They don't want their secrets to get out. They don't want anyone to know about them on a personal note, and also on a political note, because they would talk to her about a lot of serious subjects, and if those serious subjects were gotten out, it would have been good riddance for them, Their whole careers would have been gone, right? So that's what I got, and that was the read, the Unexplained reading of Marilyn Monroe. So that provides us some clues here, and she's saying that later on they're going to get exposed. Something's going to come out later on what really happened with this. And there's still like clues, and there's things being kind of like one step at a time. It's like people are investigating these things still. And it's going to come out and be exposed at some point of who committed this crime. Now, this just provides us a little bit of insight here, these clues. But, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I mean, this is just a general reading, and it's a reading just for you guys, because I like to, provide you these unsolved mysteries too. So thank you so much for tuning in to Tarot and the Star. If you are liking this channel, click on the like button. If you have not subscribed, subscribe and hit that notification button so you can be notified of upcoming videos of mine. I appreciate you watching the show today. And the most important thing, you know what that is? It's you. You are the most important thing. Always remember that, okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Bye.